great one who summons me. I stand by my oath, loyalty to wishes 3.
Oh, great and powerful genie, I try to dance and try to have the charisma. My one wish is, could you please make me as jiggy as the Will Smith? Yo, what's up guys? Welcome back to another episode of Q Reviews. In this Q Review, we'll be going over the highly anticipated Disney movie Aladdin, directed by Guy Ritchie, starring Will Smith. Now, everyone loves Aladdin. It's one of their favorite Disney movies. So how does this adaptation adapt to live action? It's pretty good. I find myself having a lot of fun with Aladdin. That's mainly to do what everybody was worried about, Will Smith. Now, I'm here to say Will Smith makes this role his own. He doesn't carbon copy Robin Williams, because that will be a mistake, and you just can't get to that level that he pulled off back then. So I went in not comparing it to the old Aladdin. I just went and seen what was Big Willie gonna bring to it, and I'm here to say I was having fun with Big Willie's performance as the genie. And you know the story of Aladdin. He gets the lamp, he gets 3 wishes, he becomes a prince, and then, you know, the evil Shafar and things like that. But the blue genie, which everybody was worried about, Will Smith, and how does that big blue genie look on screen? It's still very odd, you know what I'm saying? It's still very odd to look at. You can tell it's CG, and when it's on screen, it's, you know, huge. And then you just it's just odd. But I'm here to say Will Smith's performance elevated this to be okay. The genie still looks odd. You never quite get used to looking at it, but after a while you just kind of accept it. Now Will Smith goes to his human form, which I will say I liked better, you know what I'm saying? And this, you know, of course, this is a musical. And then at the beginning, Will Smith starts to sing, and he sounds terrible. I was like, oh my God, I hope they don't have Will Smith singing throughout this whole thing. But he does sort of a singing, rapping thing with the genie, which I think would work. One of my favorite singers was Never Had a Friend Like Me. I thought they did really good cutting that all together. Another scene was a Prince Beep da ba. Yeah, I don't know the lyrics by heart, but you know that song. And that sequence was fine, and you can tell like he was having fun with the role. He was doing all sorts of dances, and the people around him too seemed like they were genuinely having a good time. Will Smith is just that type of dude that can bring that energy and that charisma to just elevate everybody around him. His aura, you can tell, was the heart and soul of this movie. So he was definitely the best part of this movie. Aladdin himself was alright. You know, I wouldn't write home about him. His performance was pretty good. Jasmine here, I think she fit the best in the role, period, in this live adaptation verse. Like, all her costumes look beautiful, gorgeous. Her acting was pretty good, and then she had to sing too. I think she's a natural singer, so like when it seemed the whole new world, when Aladdin was really flat, you know what I'm saying? Don't you dare close your eyes. And then, you know, she comes in, a whole new world. And she just elevated the song to like, whoa, this dude, he is knocking, she is knocking this dude way out of water. This dude doesn't need to sing. And that's another sequence, a whole new world with the magic carpet ride through the thing. I did not like that sequence. That didn't really work for me because it just seemed like, I mean, you can really tell they were on a green screen. It's like that old Superman effect, you know, when, you know, you see the background moving and things like that. It just didn't look natural. And that's a whole thing I want to say about this movie here. It felt like I was watching a movie or a production play. Or if I go to Disney World and I go see the Beauty and the Beast play, and then, you know, they act out all the shenanigans on here. That's what it felt like, because none of the costumes really felt lived in. Yeah, it felt like the set designer just came out, oh, you know, here you go, Aladdin, you know, put this on and then you'll be fine. In the streets where it's supposed to be dirty and gritty, and in the palace, they almost kind of looked the same, and was really no big variation in between that. I would just, you know, I would like to see a little bit more, you know, grittier and sets that, you know, would match the times, that matched the environment that they were really at. But I felt like I was watching a production being made, and that's a shame. And another thing, Guy Ritchie is at the beginning where Aladdin steals the bread and he's doing his parkour thing. Guy Ritchie cut this shit up in so many little thing. It was like cut. I couldn't really tell what was going on, and it wasn't really cool to look at, you know, in that sequences. But I will give Guy Ritchie some credit on some of the musical parts. They look great. Like I said, that one with Will Smith, Holly Baba, and then, you know, you got the elephants and you got all the what can I say, glitter and sparkles coming out. I thought that was done really well. Overall, and like in the CG, the monkey didn't quite work for me. I thought he was fine. I thought I just blatantly tell that's CG. But you know, that's me being a critic and picking apart a movie. I think children will like this movie fine. I like this movie head over heels over Dumbo. I was bored to tears in Dumbo. This, I actually found myself sitting back and, you know, having a lot of fun. So, if I had to score the new Aladdin, I'm going to have to give it a 3.5 out of 5. You know what? Will Smith really carried this movie on the back. He was the best part of this movie. Jasmine, of course, is fire here. All her costumes are fire. Her singing voice is immaculate. Oh, we didn't talk about Jafar. That's another thing that I didn't like. He was too handsome. His beard was too crisp. It just seemed like he was reading lines. I mean, he was the villain, but he didn't have a menacing presence enough for me to be invested in Jafar, if I had to say a negative thing about that. Overall, this movie is a fun time to watch. If you're trying to compare it or saying it's going to ruin your childhood, or that's not my Jafar or whatever, you're going to ruin your experience. And overall, it's an okay experience. It didn't blow me out of the water here, but I think the movie is fine. The music sounds good. The color palette, HDR is great. I'm going to buy it probably on 4K Blu-ray just so I can see the dynamic range of these colors here. And other than that, I thought the movie was fine. Well, once again, guys, thanks for watching. Did you see Aladdin? Let me know what you thought about the genie and Will Smith and Aladdin itself down in the comments below. Make sure you go ahead and hit me that like button. And if you really like this content, consider subscribing. Become a part of the channel. It will really help me out. And don't just stare at it, guys. Eat it.